morning, welcome back to another coffee bean review for www.getbeaned.com. I'm the Mean Bean Machine, and today we are reviewing Bionic Blend from the Bionic Roastery. Now, we've mentioned these guys before. They run a few coffee shops in Hertfordshire. So you've got the Hitchin Coffee Lab, the Ware Coffee Lab, and my local, the Hertford Coffee Lab, where you can buy their beans from. So I bought this from my local, and this is a blend of 50% Brazilian, 40% Colombian, and 10% Ethiopian beans. Now, the tasting notes suggest kind of fruitiness and chocolatey notes. And this is suggested for espresso, so I went for this. They've got a lot of kind of filter blends, but I've gone for the espresso blend today, so let's give it a go. Now, we've tried one of their micro lots before. Well, I've got another micro lot to try as well coming up in the future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And we have reviewed the Hertford Coffee Lab on our website, so do go to the Hertfordshire section and read up about it. Now, I'm not sure if this is their house blend or if this is another kind of preference, but you know, another blend. They tend to change what they have on offer quite a lot in store. Now, fruitiness and chocolatey notes suggests quite sweet coffee for obvious reasons. I'm intrigued because I wouldn't necessarily say the two go together. Whenever I hear about chocolatey notes, I feel it goes well with kind of milk creaminess, tends to go with kind of caramelly or honeycomb notes. So fruitiness and chocolatiness is not something I'd naturally associate the two together. But let's look what we got here. So there we are. Good a smell. Interesting smell. It's got quite an earthy tone to it, earthy smell to it, which you tend to get with kind of less acidic things. So let's give it a go. Oh, that's a really kind of nice as a black coffee in terms of there's heaviness to it, kind of really low notes there. I quite like that, and I can see it's very strong and has a darkness that I can imagine will puncture through kind of milkiness, so I can imagine that will go quite well with a milk. I will try it with oat milk in a second, so we'll see. Just foamed up some oat milk to test how it goes in a more kind of creamy drink. Admittedly not the best, but let's give it a crack. Yeah, so with milk, it kind of brings out the creaminess. It's kind of dark and rich enough not to get overpowered by the milk. I understand the kind of both where the fruity notes and the chocolatey notes are coming from, but I wouldn't necessarily address it as either. You see what I mean? If I was going for a chocolatey coffee, I wouldn't choose this one. It's got a real kind of darkness to it that I really like. And I note it doesn't specify kind of what fruity notes, it just says fruitiness, which basically that's hinting at a slight acidity that's just enough to cut through. It's very slight in the terms of, basically it's saying it doesn't get lost in them if you add milk, or in this case, oat milk, which happens quite a lot with other ones. You can, depending on what tones it has, if it's not acidic enough, it can just be completely lost in a milky drink, or if it hasn't got enough kind of body or tone to it. This kind of has just enough to be kind of really dark and rich and come through really nicely. I really like that. It's kind of a nice winter blend, to be honest, and it's nice to have that sort of kind of filter blend, not too strong, but does what it says on the tin, basically. Really kind of good, strong stuff. So do like and subscribe for more coffee reviews, or check us out www.getbeaned.com for cafe reviews, tech reviews, and other things. Thank you very much. Do like and subscribe. Take care. Bye.